Welcome to NFL Daily from Chat Sports. I'm Taylor Mathis, here to discuss all the latest news and rumors surrounding the Chicago Bears this offseason. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at ShySportsChick. My DMs are open to discuss anything and everything with you guys regarding the Chicago Bears. So let's get right into the latest news and rumors. We're going to talk about all of the Chicago Bears Pro Bowlers, what Bears legend Brian Urlacher had to say about the Chicago Bears 2018 season, and some of the cheap free agents the Bears should target. All of this today presented by BetDSI. So let's jump right into it. The Bears are finishing off the season by adding two more names to the Pro Bowl roster. Left tackle Charles LENO Jr. and center Cody Whitehair named as replacements for the league's All-Star game. This will be their first appearance in the game for both players. And for the Bears, they will have a total of 8 Pro Bowlers. This is the most the team has had since tying that record with 8 in their last Super Bowl season of 2006. And the only time the Bears have had more is when they had 9 players in their last Super Bowl winning season with, of course, the 85 Bears. 7 of the 8 Bears are expected to play in the Pro Bowl, with Khalil Mack sitting out due to an injury. Talking a little bit about Leno, he's coming off a phenomenal 2018 season where he was only called for 1 holding penalty all year. And Leno is the Bears' first left tackle in the Pro Bowl since Jim Covert in 1986. This is Leno's 5th season in the NFL, and he's a 7th round draft pick in 2014 out of Boise State. In August of 2017, the Bears signed him to a 4-year, $38 million contract extension. And one little fun fact about Leno, he actually got engaged this season while after the Bears won the divisional title game against the Green Bay Packers 24-17, he proposed to his fiancée on the field. A little more background on Whitehair. It's his 3rd year in the league. He was a 2016 second-round draft pick out of Kansas State. And the last Bears Pro Bowl center was Olin Kreutz in February of 2007, the year after the Bears' 2006 Super Bowl season. Whitehair played every single offensive snap for the Bears this year. The other Bears that were named to the Pro Bowl besides Mack, Leno, and Whitehair are quarterback Mitchell Trubisky, return man Tariq Cohen, defensive end Akeem Hicks, safety Eddie Jackson, and cornerback Kyle Fuller. Catch Leno, Whitehair, and the rest of the Bears stars in the 2019 Pro Bowl this Sunday, 2 p.m. Central in Orlando. While you're watching, be sure to follow me on Instagram at ShySportsChick and DM me to find out which prop bets I'm making on the Super Bowl this season with BetDSI. Along with the Pro Bowl, there's also possibly a more fun and entertaining Pro Bowl Skills Showdown. This will be happening tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time on ESPN, and the Bears have 2 participants, Trubisky and Hicks. Getting a glimpse into the NFC roster, joining Trubisky and Hicks, Seattle is also sending 2 members, Russell Wilson and Bobby Wagner. The NFC team also features Adam Thielen, Saquon Barkley, Cameron Jordan, Ryan Kerrigan, Mike Evans, and breakout 49ers star George Kittle. NFL legends Emmitt Smith and Brian Urlacher will coach the NFC side. Moving over to the AFC, there are a couple stars that need to be named. Von Miller and Andrew Luck are 2 big names headlining the team. Soon to be retired, Kyle Williams, Deshaun Watson, Eric Ebram, Jamal Adams, James Conner, fan favorite Juju Smith-Schuster, as well as Cleveland's Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett. The AFC will be coached by 2 NFL elites, DeMarcus Ware and Jim Kelly. The teams are going to compete in a number of events to see who's possibly the most skilled. First off is the 40-yard splash. Then you have the gridiron gauntlet, which is basically a football-inspired relay race for the teams to participate in. Precision passing, that's pretty much self-explanatory. Best hands, also pretty sure you get the drift there. But the one that I'm most excited about is the epic Pro Bowl dodgeball game. I mean, who wouldn't want to see some football players playing a little bit of dodgeball and knocking each other down? As I mentioned before, Super Bowl Sunday is a little more than a week away, and I'm making all of my bets with BetDSI. They just released a huge list of prop bets for the Super Bowl. You can bet on everything from the coin toss to Tony Romo's announcing, even Trump's tweets, and so much more. So head over to chatsports.com/props to see a full list and get started with a 120% deposit bonus when you use my promo code CHAT120. This is for MasterCard and Bitcoin deposits only. Once you get started, DM me on Instagram at ShySportsChick to discuss bets, and you'll be entered into a contest for a VIP weekend with me and some friends at the 2019 Final Four in Minneapolis. That's chatsports.com/props and use my promo code CHAT120 for an amazing 120% deposit bonus when you use MasterCard and Bitcoin to deposit. Rolling right back into the Bears news, the Bears' new defensive coordinator, Chuck Pagano, has hired outside linebacker coach Ted Monachino. Monachino's kind of had a killer and rough offseason so far. He was hired as defensive coordinator at Kansas State on December 28th, only to leave that job less than 1 month later to come to the Bears to be reunited with Pagano. Monachino was defensive coordinator under Pagano for the Colts in 2016 and 2017. He also spent 6 seasons as linebacker coach for the Ravens in 2010 through 2015, where he and Pagano also worked together on the defensive staff in Baltimore in the 2010 and 2011 seasons. So a few things to know about Monachino. He coached Hall of Fame linebacker Ray Lewis and won a 2012 Super Bowl with his dominant defense. So who knows what kind of greatness he can produce and bring to linebacker Khalil Mack. Monachino wasn't retained by the new Colts coach Frank Reich for 2018 season, so he spent the season back in college as the senior defense analyst for the Missouri Tigers. Under Monachino, the Colts' overall defense ranked 30th in the league in 2016 and 2017. While I'm here, I want to know from you guys and have you guys weigh in, how many games do you think the Bears will win in the 2019 regular season? Put your answers down in the comment section below. I personally think that they're probably going to go 11-5 this year. They have a really tough schedule with the Saints, the Chiefs, and the potential Super Bowl champions of this year, the Rams, on their schedule, along with the always competitive rivalry games between the Vikings, Lions, and the Packers. So we'll see. Saturday is the 2019 Senior Bowl, and you can watch it at 1:30 p.m. Central Time on the NFL Network. The Bears don't have a pick in the first or the second round of the 2019 NFL Draft, but there are some players that you should keep an eye out for. SB Nation blog WindyCityGridiron.com put out a list of 10 players that the Bears should consider in rounds 3 through 7. First on the North team, we have Sutton Smith, edge player out of Northern Illinois University. He's only 6'1", 237 pounds, so he's got a smaller frame, and he isn't the strongest edge rusher in the world. He doesn't have much experience in coverage, which he will have to work on if he wants to stick around in the NFL for a while. However, Smith's acceleration off the ball is extremely impressive, and he times his jumps well and fires off the snap with eye-opening bursts. So he can dip underneath offensive tackles with ease, which is a positive from his lackluster length. He could potentially be a wizard on special teams, and he is definitely seen as a hot commodity early in day 3. Also heading up the North team, we have Jalen Jelks, edge out of Oregon, Caleb McGarry, OT from Washington, Tony Pollard, running back and wide receiver out of Memphis, Chris Boyd, cornerback from Texas. Now moving over to the South team, we have Jaquan Johnson, a strong safety out of Miami. A big safety prospect at 5'11" and 195 pounds. He sure makes up with it with his physicality. A reliable downhill tackler, he can consistently bring down ball carriers, close in on them with his explosiveness, and take good angles to the ball carriers in space. He delivers nasty pops on the regular, and he's also an intelligent player who can read on the eyes of the quarterback. Johnson's graded higher than late round 3, but he could potentially fall due to his mediocre athleticism. If he were to fall to the Bears, though, they could end up getting a tough and intelligent player who could replace Adrian Amos if he leaves during free agency. In filling out the rest of the South roster, we have Rock Ya-Sin, cornerback from Temple, Adrian Dillard, OT, Washington State, Carl Granderson, edge from Wyoming, and Bruce Anderson, running back out of North Dakota State. The Bears don't have any early draft picks this season, but they could snag a couple of fierce free agents for cheap. According to fan-sided blog DeWindyCity.com, they identified 4 under-the-radar, low-cost free agents the Bears could sign to help get them to the Super Bowl next season. First on the list is Vikings safety Anthony Harris. The 27-year-old is entering his 5th year in the league, and the Bears could end up getting Harris for a steal depending whether or not if the Vikings offer him as a restricted free agent. He started in 9 games, finished with a total of 46 tackles, 6 passes defended, and 3 interceptions. Harris could be another nice option for the Bears if they can't afford free agent Amos and are forced to pass him up. Behind possibly the best front 7 in football and one of the best secondaries in the NFL, Harris could be surrounded by a ton of talent to continue his development and could be a nice fit for Chicago. Another Vikings potential free agent for the Bears is punter Matt Whiteley, along with Bengals tight end CJ Uzomah. Fourth on the list is Broncos defensive tackle Domata Peko. Peko is at the point in his career where he wants to go somewhere as a veteran and help a team win a Super Bowl. The 34-year-old might not be your first choice to sign from the depth up front, but as a reserve, he could definitely come in handy for the Bears. He finished with one of the best team grades against the run at 80.2. With a stud runner stuffer up front like Eddie Goldman already in the starting spot, Peko could be a rotational backup who remains fresh throughout the season thanks to not having to absorb starting snaps. Super Bowl Sunday is a little bit more than a week away, and I'm of course making all of my bets on BetDSI. They just released a huge list of prop bets for the Super Bowl, and you can bet on everything from the coin toss to Tony Romo's announcing, even Trump's tweets, and so much more. Head over to chatsports.com/props to see a full list and get started. When you make your first bet, you get a 120% deposit match when you use my promo code CHAT120. This is for MasterCard and Bitcoin users only. Once you get started, DM me on Instagram at ShySportsChick to discuss bets, and you'll be entered into a contest for a VIP weekend with me and some friends at the 2019 Final Four in Minneapolis. That's chatsports.com/props and use my promo code CHAT120 for an amazing 120% deposit bonus when you use MasterCard or Bitcoin to deposit. Bears former star Urlacher will be coaching the NFC in the Pro Bowl this year, and recently he was asked by the Chicago Tribune what he thought of the Bears in the 2018 season. He had nothing but positive things to say, especially about quarterback Trubisky. He said that no matter what, Trubisky is always extremely selfless, and he's always talking about what he needs to do better and how he can do better. And when he's talking about his teammates, he has nothing but great things to say, and that's exactly what a good leader needs to do. When he talked about how he sees the offense progressing over the next few years, he thinks that Matt Nagy and Trubisky are a great pairing to keep together. He thinks their defense is set for a while, but the offense is only going to continue to get better and better. Urlacher also explained what he wanted from his offense and quarterback while he played in the league with the Bears. And his main thing that he said is don't turn the ball over. Simple as that, don't turn the ball over. Take care of the football, convert some third downs, and protect the ball. The number one thing for us was always don't put us in bad positions. And if the quarterback and the offense could do that, then we were happy. When asked what Urlacher liked about the Bears' defense this year, he said, "It was such a fun season to watch. They're such an exciting football team on both sides of the ball. They're explosive, but that defense, man, they do it the right way. They play hard, they play physical, and they take the football away and they score on defense." That's exciting. Speaking of Urlacher, in their prime, which Bears linebacker do you think is the better NFL player? Type U for Brian Urlacher and K for Khalil Mack. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at ShySportsChick. DM me and I'll give you my opinion on if I like Mack better or Urlacher better. You've been watching NFL Daily from Chat Sports, talking all things Chicago Bears. I'm Taylor Mathis. See you next time.